Hi, I'm Brian Adam. As the beef industry considers implementing a whole chain traceability system, there are still several challenges that remain in order for that system to be beneficial for all participants. We researchers are continuing to work on that. One of those challenges is the reallocation of risk that producers might face by participating in the system. Under the current marketing system, without whole chain traceability, if there is an animal disease event, even if the cause was an individual producer, that would be traced back to a group of producers, maybe in the region where that individual producer was. Therefore, if the whole group pays the cost of that, rather than the individual producer, they all share the burden equally, or they share the misery equally, as it were. If it had been traced back to an individual producer, that producer would go out of business because of the economic costs, perhaps, and thus the individual producer has less incentive to participate in a whole chain traceability system. Similarly, if there's a food safety event, that probably in the current marketing system without traceability would be traced back to a processor rather than to an individual producer who might have been the source of the problem. And so if the producers were to participate in the whole chain traceability, that risk would be shifted back to them rather than to the processors. And so as we work on this, we're considering several solutions to this problem. One of those solutions we're considering is an indemnification or insurance system whereby if there is a food safety or animal disease event traced back to an individual producer, that insurance pool could compensate the individual producer a reasonable amount, thus protecting them from a huge economic loss that they might otherwise face. And so while there are still several challenges that remain to implement a whole chain traceability system, we think the benefits outweigh the costs, the benefits being limiting the effect of animal disease events, improving food safety, improving value added in the supply chain, and improving supply chain management, increasing its efficiency. And so we're working as researchers to try to make a whole chain traceability system beneficial for all participants.